So this is my part 2 of my trip to Hamburg. I went from the hotel towards a old-fashioned church, and I was actually walking through this area where there's a lot of beautiful buildings. So I was thinking going through these gates and then the church will reveal itself. And we have a couple of people there having a change of heart of the route, but now there will be nice silhouettes revealing the church soon. Oops, they had a change of heart. What's going on? Oh no, they're approaching. Oh, she offered a spare ice cream. Love it. Very nice. So after ice cream, the church revealed itself. Not through the gates, but into the sky. The entrance, 2 angels. A dark one and a white one. And inside, we also have a lot of drama. The church is actually very beautiful, white and gold, and a lot of dangerous curves. But we want to go up in the top, and there's actually an elevator going all the way up. And here we have the TV tower. And an old structure from the Second World War. And we want to go there. Let's go up in that top garden. So, biking on. It was a defense structure from the Second World War with some flak cannons on to shoot down enemy bombers. It is a massive structure. It's quite amazing to walk around in. But it's also quite popular, so there's a lot of people there. And the views are actually also very nice. Here we have an old abandoned church from the Second World War, ruin. And here we have a huge statue of Otto von Bismarck. And of course, cranes. And there's a huge Tivoli just below the Flakturm, packed with a lot of people in the evenings and a lot of dingling. But I couldn't stand that. So I'll call it a day from the Flakturm and head for some serenity. It's actually a quite beautiful park, easy to rest out in, and there's a lot of chairs all around. And there's an excellent view to this stick with flying saucers on. And I kind of fell a little bit in love with that stick with the flying saucers on. They must have been building a big stick and then suddenly the saucers were just attaching themselves to it. There's a lot of viewpoints in the park for that one. The garden has a lot of different sections, so there's a lot to experience, especially if you're into plants. But as you can see, I was more into the UFOs on the stick. But here I had some inspiration. Maybe I should kind of chill out and have an espresso to kind of kickstart the next part of my adventure. So after resting a bit, I also needed to fuel up. And then I was ready for the next leg in a boat. I took a 2-hour Hafenrundfahrt, so I really had a good view to the industrial area, which was I was kind of interested in that. And it was quite fine to have a overview all around all the container areas. And you get really close to the big ships. And they're big, really big. But we also entered some of the older parts of the harbor. Here we have a Schaufensterpuppen, a showroom dummy, having an outlook of the world. Or maybe it was a man standing there for too long, so he just plastified. Who knows? But he has definitely a good view. Then I went into another place named Stintfunk. It's also a platform where we're pretty close to the old Elb tunnel, but also the Bismarck statue. And this is the Elbbrücken station, which is just beside it. And there's a lot of stickers around and people just hanging out, enjoying the sunset, of course. And it is really nice. But I was not there for the sunset, I was there for the darkness, so I just had a dock. And then we are getting there. I wanted it all to be lit up. Here we have it. This was what I was going for. I think this view is the signature view of Hamburg. And here I have a little glow filter on, so the images are getting a little more cinematic. There's even more glow filter on. And light streaks from the cars. And here's even more glow filter on. Then I decided to go to the dockland. There's some squeezy stairs around. So I was also kind of looking for the views here, and it's really promising also. The building itself is extremely modern, so it's kind of shaped of the form of a ferry. And the area is also old industrial, so there's also a nice outlook towards artificial cranes, old cranes, retired cranes, and the new cranes, of course. So the building seen from the other side, there's actually a staircase going all up, and there's a lid on it, and if you kind of pull the focus, or not the focus, actually the zoom, you have this effect. If you have a zoom. Otherwise I was standing in the garage section of this building. It's open below. And here you also have some excellent views towards the industrial area with all the lights. And I use a glow filter here also to have that cinema effect. So, 3 days enough in Hamburg? Yeah, I think so. I enjoyed it actually quite a lot. I could easily spend 1 day or 2 days more, so I might revisit at some point to see the rest of it. I didn't see everything this time, but it's a nice and easygoing city to explore, and it's very easy to get around.